Grandchildren are regarded as lovable little people, but a new study reveals that they can have a sinister hold over their grandparents. John is with the Centre for Grandchildren's Studies. What prompted your study, John? Well, we've been noticing an increasing trend for academics to show pictures of their grandchildren in their conference presentations, often completely unrelated to their topics. Politicians have been doing this for years, haven't they? Absolutely, yes. Earlier studies showed that politicians believe they can win votes by showing photos suggesting that they're lovable grandparents. So, while campaigning, a politician will often show photos with his grandchildren all around him, and usually with the youngest one sitting on his knee. But does this actually win him votes? Sometimes, yes, but other times it can have a negative effect on the votes if, for example, the photo of the grandchildren clearly shows they don't like the grandfather. That's interesting. And your study suggests that academics are now doing this as well. Why is this? Yes, at first we thought that that's because academics are much like politicians, wanting to seem like good guys, warm and loving when they're not. But we also wondered if academics are using their grandchildren's photos in their conference presentations because they don't have much else to talk about. So, showing photos of their grandchildren is not just a way of suggesting they're nice people, but it can also be a cover for having no results or opinions. Definitely. And there's a more sinister side to it, because sometimes even academics with many good things to report will use up time showing pictures of their grandchildren at the expense of their academic content. So we wondered if the grandchildren are somehow forcing them to do this. In a way, hypnotizing their grandparents to show their photos in public. Yes. At first we doubted that, but we gave questionnaires to 1,500 grandfathers and we found that 71% of those who are academics aren't even aware they're doing this. And you followed that up with an interview of grandchildren, didn't you? That's right, John. Many of them clammed right up when they found that we were onto them. But we broke down a few of them and they all told us that their grandfathers have no time for them at home. So the children got together and worked out a way to make their grandfathers show them affection in public. Well, this is amazing. How did the children get organised? Well, masquerading as grandchildren, we gained access to the Grandkids Society, which operates online completely without parental or grandparental knowledge. The site trains children not only to make their grandparents show their photos in public, but also how to manipulate them into giving the kids money, treats and so on. The children can even download special software to monitor their grandparents' online activities and to put a lock on websites that criticise grandchildren's rights. What first put you onto this? Well, it became obvious to us during the 2012 presidential election campaign between Obama and Romney. A poll of children predicted that Obama would win weeks before Election Day, and many of the sample included grandchildren. Obama even commented on this by saying how perceptive children are. How do grandchildren form their political opinions? Well, possibly on the basis of CGI or grandchildren's gut instinct, or perhaps something more sinister to do with the party politics of the GSS, the Grandchildren's Secret Society. Yes. Horrifying. But researching this interview, we noticed that you have a photo of your grandson on the homepage of your own website. Well, yeah, John. But that's different. That's there because he's a nice kid and I like showing him on my website. Well, couldn't that be why other grandfathers show their grandsons' photos? Well, you're right, I'll take it off immediately. But let me illustrate the way that academic grandfathers show off their grandchildren's photos during TV interviews. This is one of my eldest grandson. I won't name him for reasons of his personal security, but he's a great kid. He's 8 now. We took this one of him at McDonald's recently. And that's the youngest pair, one boy, one girl. The sinister hold grandchildren have over their academic grandfathers.